This whole world, there's the Baum novels, there's the movies, there's Wicked as well. When you got this role, did you go back and look at things like that, or did you want to kind of keep it fresh?
No, I didn't look at anything. I didn't rewatch Wizard of Oz. I didn't, no, because it wasn't a remake and it wasn't a retelling. It was very much like an origin story as to who the man behind the curtain was. And there was no way of me doing this if I was going to have to redo this character, because she's so iconic and so fantastic and so wonderful that I would fail. So I was given the luxury of having a backstory, and so I played her as a normal human being who just so happened to be able to fly.
Well, when I first started and I was approaching the project in more of an abstract way, not knowing anything about the story, I was concerned about Wicked, which I loved, and I thought, won't that be too similar? And I was afraid of treading on the good name of the classic Wizard of Oz movie. But this is its own story that Mitchell Kapner wrote based on, well, really inspired by the works of L. Frank Baum. And once I read it, I realized it's a thing apart from the others, and it has its own integrity and its own story, and I was given confidence, and I no longer look back.
Did you get to take any of the Yellow Brick Road home with you as well? You did?
I did.
Is there a lot of props you took home? I mean, there's so much in this movie.
I took two things. I took my ring, and I took a brick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I won't lie. It's awesome.
Why do you think it's always Brits who play bad guys? I'm sort of thinking of Alan Rickman as Sheriff of Nottingham, and I don't know, why? Are we just bad? What's wrong with us? Why?
Well, I would have happily played it in an American accent because everyone else is. I secretly think that she does have an American accent, but she's putting on an English accent because she's a little bit, because she wants to be queen, you see, she wants the throne. So I think she's just pretending to be English. I said that to Sam. I was like, there should just be a line where I speak in American and you find out that I'm really American. He was just like, what? I don't think he followed me. Did you just follow me?
Yes. Well, I don't know, maybe when she gets angry, the facade drops and then she goes American.
Exactly. That would have been a good way of doing it. She starts like shouting in a Jersey accent or something.
Is there any movie you had growing up where you were like thinking, I would love to live in that movie just for a day?
Wizard of Oz.
Oh, well.
Yeah. I said in an interview 3 years ago for a portfolio on film that movie resonated with me. I think, and I realized during all this press, I think it was because it was the first live action film that mirrored a cartoon, in my opinion. And as a kid, you always want to live like in a fantastical Disney cartoon. And Wizard of Oz for me was that, but real life.
Obviously, you've made a movie of huge scale before with the Spider-Man films, but how was it sort of doing 3D, like your first 3D movie?
I had to go to 3D school and admit to myself, I don't know anything. I've got to learn about what makes it work and why it doesn't work, and then do the right thing. So I surrounded myself with great technicians, stereographers. I saw demonstrations of camera systems. I shot a lot of 3D tests. I met with visual effects people and optical houses who showed me different versions of 3D and why the convergence sometimes causes a strain. I talked with editors about cutting patterns and not changing the convergence too dramatically from cut to cut, about a more leisurely pace to present the piece, and finally devised a style with the help of all these great creative experts and artists that hopefully is a very pleasurable 3D experience for the audience.